On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype. We make it take flight.
Yeah man, my viewers and subscribers, what one. A blessed and wonderful Wednesday morning to each and every person out there tuning in to On The Spot News Media. Now, my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video. Share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we're going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps. We're going to kick off this morning's stories with some updates. Now, in yesterday morning's vlog, I made mention of the bizarre incident that took place on the compound of the Harvey police station, where a detective sergeant identified as Kevin Main lost his life to the hands of a male prisoner identified as Deon Singh, the owner and operator of DNS Motors along Hagley Park Road. Now, I made mention that Deon Singh was in custody and was being transported to the lockups. Now, for those who don't know what the Arres police station looks like, the courthouse is at the front of the police station. The actual police station building would be exactly behind the courthouse. And then to the left of this police station building, behind it to the left, is the Harvey police lockups. And of course, we know say the fire station there right next door. So basically smack in the middle of Harvey, right there. So now last night I received some conflicting reports that the car dealer involved in the knockings and clappings of the sergeant, that's Deon Singh, was not under arrest during the incident, hence the reason why he had on no handcuffs. Now, I'm not for sure why the JCF Corporate Communications head, that's Senior Superintendent Stephanie Lindsay, would make such a claim. Now I'm going to play the clips from the Senior Superintendent so you can hear for yourself what she states. Listen.
All right. So in terms of timeline, I just estimated, but he had a matter in court. It was a fraud-related matter, because he's somebody that is well known to the police, and there are many reports of fraud that they have treated regarding him, allegations of fraud, etc. So he was in court on one of those matters, and then somebody came to the court is the Senator Parish Court, which is adjacent to the police station. So he was at the Apple CID, got the report. So at the end of his session in court, he went to the court, getting to continue processing and investigation. So it was during this journey, and it's a very short thing, that I feel that normally at some point we saw where he just attacked Sergeant Kevin Main, and there was a tussle. So the other policeman came now to intervene, and that's when he just pulled the firearm.
And the officer who intervened to assist hasn't been able to indicate what they may have been arguing about that led to the tussle, or what happened.
They have not gone that far into the investigation. Of course, the situation last night was everybody was very sad. It was very emotional. Nobody expected something like that to happen. It was the comments were, we all know the individual is going to the police, and even though he has had running with the law by the police, he's not known to be a violent person. So nobody could really put sense to what happened. So now we have to go back today, and meet the person who saw it. What's unfortunate is that his children and his wife were at the station at the time. Even one of his sons was able to relate, what he saw. So it was just a tragic situation all over.
So as I stated earlier, I am not for sure why the corporate communications unit head, that's Senior Superintendent Stephanie Lindsay, would make such a statement that Deon Singh was not under arrest at the time of the incident. Now I have for you on your screen the actual police report of the incident, and it reads, Kevin Main, attached to the Halfway Tree CIB, was conned up and his life taken by a male prisoner, Dave Singh. Note, by male prisoner, Dave Singh. Biodata not yet ascertained, meaning his age, date of birth, and so forth, who is in custody at the Halfway Tree police lockup on a charge of fraudulent conversion, in which Detective Sergeant Main is the investigating officer. Reports are that Singh was being escorted to the cell block when he was seen with a cell phone. He was told to hand over the cell phone. When he refused, Detective Sergeant Main tried to take the cell phone from him and a struggle ensued. Now that explains the tussle. Another policeman went to aid Detective Sergeant Main, and Singh pulled the other policeman's firearm and shot Detective Sergeant Main, and then turned the weapon on himself. Both persons were taken to the KPH, where they were pronounced you know what upon arrival by the doctor on duty. Indicom and the IIU were informed the Halfway Tree CIB is investigating. So that came from the Halfway Tree CIB, where the actual incident, the actual unfortunate incident took place. So I'm not for sure if the PR person, Senior Superintendent Stephanie Lindsay, is just trying to save face. But it is what it is. The detective sergeant erred in judgment. We all have made mistakes during our past. Some of us is just lucky to be alive from those mistakes that we have made, those errors in judgment. This is simply one of those cases, and unfortunately, the detective sergeant lost his life. What must be done by the JCF is to make sure proper protocols and procedures are followed. We can't even say to implement, because it is already there on the books. Once you are transporting a prisoner, the prisoner must be handcuffed, whether it's a uptown or downtown, whether it is a white collar crimist or a regular corner boy crimist. All prisoners must be treated the same. Now, On the Spot News Media also understands that whilst Deon Singh was in court, the matter that he was before the court for was thrown out because he paid over monies to the complainants in those matters that he was presently before the court for. But how he got back into custody, fresh reports came in. Other complainants came and made reports against the businessman for the similar charges of fraudulent conversions. Persons pay over monies to get vehicles and no vehicles turned up. So then bring him come a court again. So it is stated that whilst he was in court, the detective sergeant went to the judge presiding over the matter and explained that, hey, we have some fresh cases coming up against him. Fresh persons come, fresh persons give reports on similar matters. The judge then remanded him into custody. He was brought to the CIB for additional questioning and was being transported to the lockups when the unfortunate and bizarre incident took place. So basically, that is it in a nutshell. Really sad right across the board. But from my observation of the whole matter, Deon Singh was overwhelmed with the amount of court cases that he has dealing with, all the monies that he have to be paying back out to the regular members of Chan Public. And it's a possibility that, hey, him head just chip, a temporary moment of insanity just go on right there so. And him just decide for just say, hey, I'm done with this, and just decide for end him life. It is just sad that he took the life of a police sergeant who was exercising some sort of leniency by not handcuffing him, given the fact that he is a well-known businessman, well-known to the police, as Stephanie Lindsay stated, SSP Stephanie Lindsay stated earlier. So basically, in my view, the man just fed up with everything we are going him. Just get off of that case, they can find the money and pay them people. And then the sergeant take him back into custody again for some fresh one. So him just decide, say, this is it. Him good a feel, say the sergeant a text it upon him, but the sergeant just a do for him work. So he saw the opportunity and did the cowardly act of taking the firearm from the policeman who came to assist the sergeant, turn the firearm upon the sergeant, and then turn the firearm upon himself in full view of his family. His wife and his son was there. Really sad indeed. Again, condolences to the bereaved families of Sergeant Kevin Main. So just take this as an opportunity, JCF, to just learn from this great error in judgment. Boy, may I tell you, the thing rough. Now the next matter that we are going to delve into, another update. Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of crime, that is Fitz Bailey, on Monday stated that the forensic tests have been confirmed that the skeletal remains found on Monday, June 3rd in the Salt River area of Clarendon are definitely those of the missing educator, Danielle Anglin, who disappeared after leaving her home in Helsha Park in St. Catherine on Monday, May 13th, when she boarded a taxi said to be that of InDrive. Now, Bailey stated that the police on Wednesday, July 10th, charged the convicted hold on and take offender, that's 45-year-old taxi operator, Lascelles Morgan. He's from Willowdean in St. Catherine. He was charged for the fatal knockings and clappings and kidnapping of the educator, that's Danielle Anglin. It is said that she was a teacher at the St. Peter Claver Primary and Infant School in St. Andrew. A court date has, however, not yet been finalized for Morgan, who has admitted to his involvement in the teacher's disappearance. DCP Bailey on June 4th, after news emerged that investigations had led cops to the skeletal remains in Salt River, just over 23 miles from Anglin's home, had stated that whilst the police were awaiting the forensic data to verify the body, given the weight of evidence collected thus far, and the statement from the convicted felon admitting his involvement, cops are certain that he is the man who committed the actual crime. So there you go, my peeps. Now we await a court date to be finalized and for this scum of the earth to be placed before the courts. So anyway, make we continue. Now over there in the St. Catherine North Police Division, Prime Minister Andrew Holness visited the Spanish Town Police Station. He was briefed by the head of the St. Catherine North Police Division, that's Superintendent Hopton Nicholson, surrounding the crime situation in the St. Catherine North Police Division. Prime Minister Andrew Holness also vows to retake Spanish Town from criminal elements. Listen.
Sir, at this moment, sir, St. Catherine North Division is experiencing an 18.6% reduction.
That's an improvement from the last time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we have, as you can see, the results of the ongoing operations.
Yes, I realize you.
Illegal firearms.
Yes.
And the police officer is in good spirits.
How are the police officers who are injured?
One was treated and released, and the other one is in hospital. He's in good spirits and he's been treated. And we continue to give him the kind of support. Our initiatives across the division continues, sir, and we are hoping that the murder reduction, the rate of it, will continue. The gap between this year and last year will continue to trend in the right direction, sir.
Well, as I had indicated when I spoke to you last, that I was very pleased with the kind of dynamic operational strategies that have been employed, and I see where you have had results where 2 criminals were taken out of the space over the weekend, and I encourage you to continue with great speed and alacrity and ensure that the people of Spanish Town can be safe. And I am really very hopeful that we will see a major reduction. We are 18%?
Yes, sir, 18.6.
All right, I'm going to set you a 30% reduction.
But the town, historically, for a long time, has been overrun, taken over by criminal gangs that are really strangling the town for its true potential. For us to take back the town, the JCF will be an important element of that strategy. But it is not the criminals that we need to get out of the town. More so, it is the people we need to get on the side of the police. Because the criminals have interwoven themselves into the fabric that they have protection and safe haven. But if we can get the people there to see that the police will guarantee their safety and their security, that the police is their friend, that the police will create an environment where everybody can thrive, then that fabric will unravel and the gangs won't feel safe there. And that is why we have made this massive investment in literally building a new Spanish Town hospital. I mean, we're putting up a new wing, but it's literally almost a new hospital being built. Then we're going to do the police station. We have some investments to make in some roadways there, including the approach to Spanish Town. We have to figure out how we're going to change that small bridge that has been there for such a long time. There are some communities there which are very old communities.
Now I have for you a video clip of some little boys who are in possession of an illegal firearm. I would like for you to pay close attention to the voices and to the face in this video clip so you could help to identify who these little boys are. These children need to be saved from themselves. They are kids and somewhat not fully understand and incline to what is really happening and what could be the end results of their actions. Yes, we do know that they're old enough to understand right from wrong, but given the age of these boys to how they look to the physical eyes, they look pretty young, and we at least have to try to save them from themselves. So if you know the parents of these little boys, please have them reach out to On The Spot News Media. I would personally like to have a word with them. And if you know the parents, please share this video so the parents can be aware of what is taking place under their roof. But who knows? Probably the father or mother is also wrongdoers, criminal elements, and the children are just following suit. But it could also be a case where these kids are from good homes with trying parents, and the level of misguidedness has just overwhelmed them. So anyway, look.
But I don't make it, I'll squeeze that chicken there, I'm not take side, right?
So again, my peeps, anyone knowing the whereabouts of these little boys, please alert the nearest police station and also alert their parents so that their parents can know what is it that their kids are getting themselves involved in. Let us at least try to attempt to save them from themselves. So the last thing that we're going to talk about, my peeps, is some good news somewhat. A dancer that was reported missing over the weekend was found in the hospital. Now on your screen is Ishera Thompson, a 21-year-old dancer who was reported missing over the weekend. Her father, Albert Thompson, stated that his daughter was found in the Cornwall Regional Hospital in St. James, where she is currently admitted. Now, details of her medical condition was not disclosed by the father, but her father stated that he is elated that she is alive and thank everyone who assisted in locating her. He stated, and I quote, "I am happy and may just give thanks to everyone for their kind words and all of who posted her flyer." He stated that he is very much thankful and is feeling better now that his daughter was found, even though it's under certain circumstances to where she has to be admitted in the Cornwall Regional Hospital. Now, the female, who is from Rosetown community, which runs off Maxfield Avenue in the troubled, war-torn, crime-riddled Kingston Western Police Division, she went to Montego Bay, St. James, and was in the community of Mount Salem. It is said that she went there for work. It is said that she left her residence and went missing after she went to a shop to make a purchase. So no one knows for sure what transpired, but she was found alive and not so well, but alive nonetheless, and the father is elated about that. So we're gonna just leave that right there. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.